Captain's Blog was entirely made possible by the Geek Groups IRC, who is a massive collection of awesome people who have been kicking ass on solving problems, getting involved, tangibly affecting day-to-day operations here at the Geek Group. So thank you, IRC. If you're not hanging out in the Geek Group IRC and you'd like, because there's a lot of people who watch this that are flung all over the planet, if you would like to have a more tangible involvement in the day-to-day, hanging out, seeing what's going on, check the links in the description of this video. It'll show you how to get to the live stream and how to access the IRC. You really should be doing this. It's quite awesome, and we have room for a few thousand more people in there. We would love to have you involved. Good morning, campers. It's 0942 hours on October 1st, 2015, and I am back here behind the big Haas machines. Where we are turning off everything 480 for safety, because we're about to shut down the big 480 power so that they can tie in. Cool electrician dudes are here, and they're about to tie in the power feed for, I should shut you down, for the high voltage lab, so you get to see that today. Oh, come on, you dick. Let's do it the hard way. Good night, Jeff. Having temperature issues lately. Come on, turn your computer off. You're supposed to turn your computer off by now. Maybe it won't. Maybe it won't because it's powered differently now. And since the computer runs on 120, it'll just leave the computer on and throw a fit about it. But it'll be okay. And we'll just let it rock out like that. Because it's October and it's brisk out there. So today we get main power to the high voltage lab, which is awesome. What the fuck? Oh, okay. And we should make some real progress on the safety system, which would be way awesome. So my goal today is to have main power to the high voltage lab and the safety system, the main switch to the safety system working, and at least have a solid start on all of the stuff, the switches. So, more as it happens, I'll be back. Alright, everything 480 is off and ready to go. Okay. And it's that's the whole focus, is just get off your butt, let's build stuff. And you can come here and build anything you want. There's really no limits to it. And we've got every type of workshop and every type of lab you can think of. Like if you want to do electrical stuff, we have a high voltage lab, which is what you're installing the main power feed for today. But we've also got a full CNC shop, woodworking, metalworking, chemistry lab, computer lab, electronics lab, robotics lab, everything. Wow. If you want to come here and work on your car, you can do that. We've got a vehicular sciences lab.
I don't even like working on my car at home.
Well, it's a lot different when you have all the right tools and a hoist and all that jazz.
That's true.
So here's our 480 feeds. It's kind of busy in that box. It's only a little terrifying in there. What is that, about a 3-inch nipple?
2 2" by 3". Yep.
2" by 3" nipple. Now, this is kind of cool. You saw us do the thing on knockouts the other day. This is when you need something other than a knockout. This is a box. What the hell?
It's called a weatherproof hub.
Weatherproof hub. Okay, I always hear them as a box hub, but yeah, this is a box hub, weatherproof hub. You'll see these. You probably have one of these at your house on top of your electric meter, and it doesn't work as a knockout. The box itself comes with a cover, and you just take the cover off, and this is under it, and then you add this part. Now, a nipple is a piece of pipe that's threaded on both ends, and they're usually really short. A close nipple is just threaded all the way down, and it's for putting something where if you have something like this isn't quite right, but if you have one box that's pretty much touching another, you'd have a close nipple, especially if they're actually touching. That'd be a close nipple. And then you'll see these used a lot for things like this.
Yeah,
where
these are close nipples. Both these are close nipples.
Yeah? Okay.
Yeah. Because you can see there's threads all the way
Yeah,
down.
if you see threads all the way down, that's a close nipple. And then beyond that, it's just how long is it. This is 2" diameter, and this is a 3". Yeah, this is 3 inches long. And you'll see 3, 4, 5, so you'll see 18-inch long nipples. So this is just a few inches. This is like a 3 or a 4. And the whole idea is this gives you a little microscopic conduit run just to get from one box to another. In this case, it's from a big switch up into this raceway here. This is kind of a shitty job to have to do because the raceway is really populated, and what he has to do is connect this box out the top up into the main power feed so that we can get a couple hundred amps of 480. And then he's got to hang the box on the wall, and out the bottom it goes into the plastic conduit. That's a Schedule 80 PVC conduit, and it'll be feeding 3 wires. Each wire is 3/0, and the ground wire is 4 gauge. That is a nifty little bit.
It is. You just got to treat it right. You can't go very fast.
Yeah?
Or you'll burn it up. Yeah, they're made to go slow.
Leaves a nice clean hole too.
Yeah, it does. It's quick.
Now that's a real set of knockouts. We're doing it old school with just a wrench.
Oh, no kidding. That's what you were using?
Yeah, for all our knockout, because we don't have a hydraulic rig. And I commented on how much better those are in the video, and also how the only people that have them are guys like you.
Yeah, they're kind of expensive for just your normal everyday.
Yep. This is gonna suck.
Yeah, we'll get her. There's a Willer's away.
It's a little crowded in there under
really
those.
A challenge today.
Well, it's the Geek Crew. Oh yeah, see now, hey. See, that's the hacker mentality there.
Yeah.
If you can't find a way, make one.
That's right.
So those of you who watched the video the other day on using the knockout, this is very familiar. You've got the punch and the die, just like before, only instead of using just a bolt with a bearing, he's got a hydraulic power pack that'll actually pull right through. having to do this while fighting your way around 3 500 MCM cables is, of course, just a bonus.
Bonus.
So it makes it
That's a good
fun.
word, right? Yeah, makes it a challenge.
I can lean on that if you want.
Put a little
Yeah,
pressure
sure,
on
no
that
problem
for me.
here. Little retraction.
Okay. Hopefully.
See, that's how it works with the professionals. It took him 30 seconds to do that. Just pop, pop, done. As opposed to a good solid 5 minutes of me grunting and groaning and hanging off a wrench. That's... Thankfully, it's only a matter of time with the new high voltage lab before we have a set.
I'm probably going to use that again.
Yeah, I'd keep that out. So what was the purple thing for?
The rag, so
Yeah.
metal chips wouldn't fall down my...
Oh, okay.
I didn't want metal shavings to get down in that.
Yeah, that
90.
can suck.
Yeah, because it would eventually wear into the side of the cable and get shorted out. No. Let's see.
We'll be back. There's going to be a lot of measuring and a little bit of swearing and some just staring at it for a while, but when things happen, we'll be back. Alright, now that's just cool as hell. That's
Probably
just a
wondering
piece
why
of
I'm
string.
doing that, so I don't damage the wires.
So that's how you cut plastic conduit without damaging the wires. That's really cool.
Oh, I still scream.
Alright.
So I should just be able to open the back one. You just pull the plug. It should. Or do we actually have to pull the thing?
Well, I got a pump drain right here. Pull that. Like a boss.
Do not close or is it under pressure?
Under pressure. No, it's not under pressure. Pressure. You can also.
I think
You can drain. Whose car is this?
This is Liz.
I ain't doing it on Liz's car. Hell no. Go up on the other side. Nope. I ain't gonna die that way, man. That's.
I'm just opening this guy.
Yeah, just open that up. You gotta go that way. You need me to do that for you?
Go ahead.
You need me to do that for you? Here, you take him.
Just need a rubber. You're gonna pull out a mallet or something. What do you think I keep in these unlocked cabinets, really? Actually, I think the wrench is still in it from 4th of July. I'm gonna stand right in front of it.
See? Talking all kinds of smack. You don't know from what. You don't know from what. Ah.
Oh man, it's paying. Yummy.
Oh, I'm just getting started. I'll be back.
I mean, we can start it, we just can't move it. Just pump it right out real fast.
Coming at ya.
Ah, come at me, brah. That sounds awesome. Gross.
Break it down.
Actually, it's starting to look clear now, but
It'll have a lot
the first 2 seconds was pretty gross.
That's just much in the pipe. Drain in the fire truck for winter. Cool. That'll just hit the storm drain and be fine.
Yep.
Because it's clean, clear water. So. I wonder if we'll fill the basin or if the damn thing will drain this year. They cleaned them out last year, so it'll be alright.
Cleaned them out this year.
They did them this year too?
Did every spring. That is an impressive tool we collect there.
Yeah. Man, Arnie's smells good this morning.
Man, during
I'm sitting here like cinnamon rolls.
It always smells because the wind changes that.
Yeah, yeah.
They're always doing cinnamon, apple, or.
Oh man, I'm just like, oh, they're making cinnamon rolls this morning.
So speaking of that, that's Oreo's new flavor.
Cinnamon roll?
Yep. Okay, it's a cinnamon cookie with a cream center.
I don't know how I feel about that, but I'll try one.
That's pretty
I don't
much
like the vanilla
everyone's
Oreos either. I love raspberry. I don't like the raspberry Oreos. I like the mint ones. Those are okay, but it's an Oreo, man. Don't mess with my Oreos. That's just don't like change. You going mining?
Okay, got some bends in here.
A little bit.
You guys got a Tesla coil in there?
One or two.
Do you really?
Yep. Are you a fan of Tesla coils?
I'm a fan of Tesla.
Well, he did create your industry, so you've got that going for you.
Yeah.
Yes, we do a little bit with Tesla coils. In fact, if you like Tesla coils, you're gonna have a really cool day. You're The main use of this power feed that you're installing will be for research, development, and demonstration of large-scale Tesla coil systems. So it isn't just, do we have a Tesla coil, it's, do we build Tesla coils that require three-phase 480 at 200 amps?
Apparently so.
You know what no electricians carry, and they should? A white Sharpie.
That would be really nice.
It exists.
They do. I didn't know that.
You got go to Office Max or something. You can find them. But you can get Sharpies in every color you imagine. You can get them in silver too. You can even get stainless steel Sharpies.
Stainless steel Sharpies, the color.
Yeah, no, the body, the actual,
they're made
the material the pen itself is made out of is stainless steel. They're actually pretty badass.
What would be the purpose of a stainless steel Sharpie?
Other than just cool factor, not much. It costs more, and you're more pissed off when you lose it. That's pretty much that's.
There you go. That would be me. I can't afford it. I'd lose enough stuff as it is.
We buy Sharpies here by the big box. But if you hit an Office Max or an Office Depot or whatever, you can get Sharpies that are, you can get white ones. Which, I was just watching Mark that word. I was like, I've done that a million times. Why the hell have I never bought a white Sharpie?
That would be really handy.
Yeah.
I would love one.
If for your line of work where you're drawn on wire all the time, it's just a handy thing to have. Now, in identifying phases, is the order of those three colors always the same? Like brown is X, orange is Y, and...
Yep.
Okay. And yellow is Z?
Boy, brown, orange, yellow.
Okay.
Most of the time. Sometimes you get into buildings where they switched it to get the rotation right.
Okay. Now, for those of you just learning about three-phase, if you're hooking up a three-phase motor and the motor spins the wrong direction, reverse any two wires. Just pick a pair and switch them around, and the motor will spin in the other direction.
That's correct.
Here, I'll grab that. There you go. Now the wire that he's cutting off there costs $2.50 a foot.
So you don't want to make mistakes.
Which is why you'll see him save a couple bucks here by using the tails here that we just cut off to establish the tie-in for the top. Because why throw that away?
They're long enough, we are gonna.
Yeah. I think you got enough. You got about 4 foot on each one of those. How do you gauge how tight to do those?
I could get my torque wrench out, torque them to the spec that's written on the inside of that cover. But tight is tight. You know, after years of experience, you.
Yep. And there's the balance between getting it as tight as you can without stripping out the threads or rounding out.
This is just aluminum
Yeah.
alloy. It'll
Yeah.
strip out if you get it too tight. Tight
Yep.
is tight.
That should not.
This video didn't make much sense to me in French class either.
However, everything happens to spell socks.
This next section, in case you're wondering, is why he makes the big money.
If it wasn't shut off, I wouldn't be touching it.
Oh yeah, yeah.
As an apprentice, I had the same situation. It blew up in front, right in my face. It was not fun.
I got a fun little teaching aid inside that you're going to get a kick out of before you were done. 1800 volts, 80,000 amps through a dead short.
Say what?
1800 volts, 80,000 amps into a dead
80,000
80,000 amps.
Cool.
Yeah, it's a fun time. It's a huge impulse generator. It's the most fun you ever had in 0.003 of a second. But if you ever want a nice little training aid for apprentices, you come on down. I'll let you push the big red button.
I'm not sure if I want to.
Oh, it's fun. It's fun. It's nice when you know it's coming and you're standing across the room. It's a lot different than when it just magically happens in your face. Did you find a hole to stick that in?
I'm gonna.
Okay.
I'm gonna try. It might not work, but I'm gonna try.
I believe in you. Look at that, with room to spare.
You can take that back to the scrap yard.
No way, it's going inside. There's still plenty of air to use for something. That's
You say so.
That's the best $250 I spent all day. See, you get into one of those good government jobs, you get to do this with the fine strand.
Have you ever been out to that new battery plant in Holland?
No.
That's cool.
Yeah?
What I've seen of it so far, you know? A lot of automation.
I'll have to call somebody there and do a factory tour video. I'm sure our viewers would love that. What kind of batteries they make?
We make batteries for the Chevy Boden.
Oh, they make lithium-ion batteries.
Yeah,
Okay.
batteries.
Well, there's a lot of different kinds of batteries.
You know the difference. All I do is use them. I don't care what they're made of.
There's like lead-acid batteries, like for your car. And lithium polymer batteries, like for your drill.
Need ask you something.
Okay. So we have the live guys out here. M production video. It's quite the momentous occasion. Good. Stay front. You'll be good. Air seals little aluminum block things with the 2 pins on them, and a hole for a socket bending wire like that.
Yes.
Oh, you're good. Nope, nope. Right there. Good. I got one of those. I get to use them once a year. When you need it, nothing else will do.
Oh, shit.
They're handy. For stuff like this where you gotta get pinky little bends and stuff, they're about halfway down. You know what we didn't do? We didn't add any new shit.
We did.
We didn't
No,
add any
we
new
don't.
shit.
We don't need any additional. We got enough as it is.
There's a lot in there. All right, now the greatest disappearing act ever.
Got that right.
Oh, we still gotta do the ground.
Yeah, that's not important. Any small pieces like 1x in
What do you need?
your shop.
What would you like?
I'd like to cut a little block of wood.
Give me a measurement of how long you'd like it, sir. Looks like 6 inches.
Yeah, a couple of them.
Just a piece of 1 by whatever, 6 inches?
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah, whatever, like 6 inches, like 3 pieces.
I'm on it.
Perfect. Now we just gotta do your side.
Cool.
Did anybody come back with fuses yet?
He's on his way. He had to run all the way out to Clyde Park. They don't keep a lot of 200s in stock.
Over at Kendall's
Yep.
distribution.
Yep. He went out to the big Kendall. So it's in, it's buttoned up, it's nice. There's our box. Now we just gotta do the inside. So what does that little thing there on the side do?
This?
Yeah, the box bonding
That-
bushing.
What we're doing is we're using this ground wire to actually bond a piece of pipe. That piece of pipe you used to come in the bag.
Okay.
This ground is going to the bond bushing, and that's threaded onto the connector because this is a concentric knockout. So you have to bond that pipe going out that way.
And then you bond that to the box as well,
Yes.
because you really can't have too much grounding. Especially in this room, because that box is realistically going to get hit by lightning at some point. Which is not something that, you see every day. See him by the end of the week. Next time you drive past an Office Max, you're going to have a silver Sharpie.
I'll have a white one anyway. Actually, I might go with a stainless steel.
Well, the stainless steel it still draws in black.
That's okay. It'd be cool though.
They are cool. And they're
Nobody else-
refillable.
Nobody else would have one.
See? Then you'd be the cool kid.
Yeah. It's the old guy.
You can be the old guy and the cool guy. Look at Sean Connery.
That's true.
See?
That's true. Very true.
That's what gives me hope.
Good example.
George Clooney's got to be like 50 something.
Yeah, he's older than I am, I bet.
Hey, guess who's back? Batman's here with fuses. How much did those cost?
$6.49.
Huh?
$6.49.
$6.49?
$600.
$600.
$49.
for 6 fuses.
Yep. Remember that when you fuck up in
Yeah, yeah, $600.
about $100 a fuse.
Wow.
He's like, well, yeah, I know that.
Wow. Hey, Paul, I want you to remember that every time we blow one of these, we spend $100. Here, you take that. $100 a piece. Fusetron FRSR 200s. All right. Wait just a second. He's going to want to get a shot. Oh, no. Okay. There he is.
Matt and Jerry? Yes. HVL is shipping. Get size box container really well, and then bring them to the wood shop. Jerry, scratch that. If it scratches the bus, it's a little careful.
Oh, we'll clean up all the little bits. We'll save them. Nuts and bolts and bits and pieces. It's the time of great excitement and awesomeness. $100 a piece for those fuses. Man, that hurt. You ready for your moment of glory and victory, sir?
Want to put those in too?
I can.
Probably want to leave them on until you get it all connected.
Yeah. I'll just set these up.
That way it doesn't matter where that position of the switch is. Just for safety reasons. Sure.
Well, thank you, sir, for coming out and rocking out and making it happen.
You're welcome.
All right. We'll be back. Which is that one.
Yeah.
Yep. This one here. There's no real easy way to grab this from this side here. So we'll just mangle it a little bit. Get in there. Cool. And we'll just tap this back up. That's pretty.
You can show us like soldering or something.
Go away. No. Hey Dad, what's up? This is so much better than that crappy breaker bar you made me use the first time. That was funny. This one's a lot longer. Levers, Batman. It's the way of the future. Did you see his knockout setup? Oh, it was so sexy. He did this in like 5 seconds.
Do you have the hydraulic?
Oh yeah. He did boom, boom, ding, done. Yep. All right, now we just got to get it in position. Once we get in position, we'll do it up, make sure it fits. And then I'll mark the holes on the wall. Then we'll pop it out. Then we'll drill the anchors, and we're good. Okay, here, I'll give you that.
I say we
I'll
mark
be
it
kind.
lunch.
No, we're hanging this bitch. Besides, I didn't get to do lunch until 1 o'clock, so I'm cool.
Well, that's cool for you.
You'll make it through an hour. Somehow, you'll make it through. Oh God, now that's in my head. Thanks. I hate you. Here. Alright. Now, Batman, I don't know if you're gonna get on that side. I don't know if this is gonna work.
We'll make it work.
Okay. Where's the, before we do this, where's my ring? Okay, I got a ring. Alright. Come on down like an 8.
You're on the fitting on the bottom on the other side, so you need to bump it over.
Do we bump it over to this way?
It's gonna get.
You need to bump it towards Chris. I think it's.
If you go towards me, it's gonna go up.
Yeah, because there's a plastic piece on this side.
Back up. Ah, there you go.
Yeah.
Oh shit. Batman.
What?
You gotta bring that side back to the wall. Push it back. Oh, that's way more better. Okay, cool. Alright, Batman, come on up. Stop right there. Now we just gotta get some wood or something to stick under it. Because
It's a little unlevel.
It's a lot unlevel. So what we'll do is we'll set this on wood on the floor. So just get some little bits. Because we don't need a lot. Just grab a handful of 2x4s and stuff. And we'll shim it out, and then we'll get it perfect. All nice and square and happy.
Here's a third block of wood.
Alright, see what else you can scratch out.
Do you want me to just go MDH?
Yes.
Okay.
Small little pieces, especially thin stuff, like
Get a couple
quarter inch.
thin ones.
Okay.
Alright, you should be able to pull out. Can you? And then you can just hold it level, and we'll mark it.
Is that one level still in here? No, of course
Pull this way back. Move it over.
It's not too long ago, because we've been mounting like 12 months.
Alright, so we got a wedgie bit the wood. No, you got wood wedge. Because this thing weighs 150 pounds with all the shit in it. That's why I didn't want to just hold it. And it's everything you bring in.
Well, Matt helped me grab a few pieces. I can get more if you need.
We'll improvise, adapt, and overcome.
Okay.
Alright. Because the cool thing is the floor makes an excellent shim because the floor angles back to the wall.
Yeah.
I need a tunky thing. You got a hammer or something?
Right there.
Oh.
It's a mallet, not a hammer, but
that'll do.
it'll do.
Alright.
This side's gonna be able to come down.
Yeah, so you're gonna... It's gonna fall when I do this. Well, it's gonna fall a little bit, but not a lot. I'm gonna smack that out. You're gonna hold this edge for just a minute while just support. Good. Now put that back there.
Just don't tap that side. Because that's the
Now,
high side.
Yeah.
So we just want to kind of support it.
All right. Can we pull?
Batman, watch your head.
We're really nearly level. Looks good on the back too, but we're in the wrong spot. The whole thing's got to move to the right. Oh, that's better. That's better. That looks good.
Tell
You
them,
like that?
hold that door open for them.
But are we
please.
level?
Like I said, you either pick a line or go level.
Well, we're off on line too. This side's got to come up a little bit. All right, that's what we do. If we get 2, we can infer 3. That looks way, way more better. Yeah. I like it. You like it? Makes me feel good. Okay, so what I'm going to do...
Mark the top too.
Yeah. Well, we'll mark the top too. And then we can hang it from those while we try to look at ours. Alright. Because it'll hang off top too when we really want it. No, okay.
If we have a 3 anchor, like is what we use here with the lead slugs.
Yeah, but we can just set it in and delicately, gently, with loving caresses. We got plenty of nipple, so we're good there. Alright. So that's our spot. We can take this out. You ready? You want to just pull it out, muscle it in and out?
You ready? Take it. Both sides.
Take that out. Yeah, that helps. So,
Figure out what anchor
I trust you. I'll sit here and have a moment of quiet meditation. See, they got to be right side up with the label X, because I'm OCD. Not all fuses have, like, a lot of fuses will only go in one way, but most fuses you can just put them in any way you want. Because I'm me, they got to be right side up, label side up. is a thing of beauty. That's beautiful. And we're done. So this is what we got. We got 200 amps, 480, three-phase, comes in, switch, fuses, okay. And you can see we've got bonding bushing, all that. This was all done by the electricians. This is us. From there, it goes down into here. This is our 200 amp vacuum contactor. I think it's actually, yeah, it's a 250 amp vacuum contactor rated for 600 volts, 2000 amps RMS of fault interrupt. So when you push any one of 14 E-stops in this room, this will trip. And this is the very first stop right out of here. From here it'll go into the equipment, and equipment's going to be circuit breakered at 100 amps. So that's where it begins. And we're nowhere near done working in here today, but that's where it all starts. I got to get a power supply for that, which I think is 24 volts. So that's where it all begins. That's the accomplishment du jour. I'm pretty happy about that. That's way cool. Not bad for a day's work.
You were telling a story.
I gotta show you something. I came up with a really cool idea. Come here a minute.
This is so cool. This is great. It's not had chicken yet. Can't run.
We had chicken at lunch. See, I'm not running.
It has no guts, right? Because we got a bunch of them scrapped, right? So we're gonna take. We used to have shelves mount behind machines to put cameras on when we were using that old system. We're going to take one of those shelves, mount way up high on the wall, set this on the shelf, bolt it to the shelf, it's all rigid, and I'm going to put a regular light in here and a light in here. Okay. When the safety system is armed and there is hot power, you know, when the power is on, the red light comes on. When we go on backup power, like the generator's on, we're doing crazy stuff, this light comes on. This is the generator on light. So normal power, generator power. If no lights are on, no power's on. So, this is a radio tower light for aircraft warning, right? It's an FAA certified light. Yeah. We're going to be using it for a pilot light. Get it? Get it? It's a pilot light.
It doesn't even deserve that.
I wait years for puns of those quality. It's a pilot light.
You're so proud.
You're fired.
That's comedy right there! You don't know. Alright, let's take this over. Go, 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 go.
Better by design. Power man.
AC, men more determined than you have tried to get through.
It's such an ugly song.
The Powermatic Model 44 bandsaw, 14 inches of deep throat cutting.
It's been babied. It's been sitting idle for a couple of years. We turned it on.
Yeah?
Turns on.
Turns on.
Turns on.
Tension's completely wrong, but it turns on.
Yeah, but we can, I don't know, tension's completely wrong, but his blade lasted for 11 years. His blades last for a week.
The IRC asked me earlier today when I said that the bandsaw was dying. They said, "Is the bandsaw dying, or is it time for a new blade?"
We put a new blade on it every week. Normal bandsaws of that caliber don't get put into 8-hour-a-day production cycles.
I told them we generally swap out the blade weekly.
Carefully read instruction manual before operating machine.
Do we have the manual?
I found it online.
Okay.
Really?
Do not operate without all guards and covers in position.
There's your garden cover.
Be sure machine is electrically grounded.
Are there 3 plugs on the thing?
Yes.
Okay. Remove or fasten loose articles of clothing, such as neckties, etc. Confine hair. Remove jewelry.
That's why it was throwing stuff at
Yeah,
you.
that's
You
that's
knew
your
you were, it knew you were
danger,
breaking
danger.
the
You got
rules.
necklace. You got
behind my
you
head.
got this. You got danger, danger. Bad robot.
I was safe. Did you unscrew it first?
I did.
Remove jewelry such as finger rings, watches, bracelets, etc. Use safety face shield. goggles or glasses to protect eyes, and other personal safety equipment as required. Stop machine before making adjustments or cleaning chips from the work area. Keep the floor around the machine clean and free from scraps, sawdust, oil, or grease to minimize the dangers of slipping.
Excellent.
Really?
We didn't even do it this time.
For your own safety, read instruction manual before operating saw. Wear eye protection. Do not remove jam cut-off pieces until blade has stopped. Maintain proper adjustment of blade tension, blade guides, and thrust bearings.
Just breaking shit, don't mind me.
Adjust upper guide to just clear the workpiece. Hold the workpiece firmly against the table. The Powermatic 3, model 44. Better by design.
What?
Yeah, they babied this.
Yeah.
Nobody keeps that screw in there.
Grizzly didn't even come with a screw.
Oh, it came with one.
No, it's just a plug.
You gotta put that back. That has to live there for serious. The belt is mint.
Yeah, this thing is barely, like, this is just from atmosphere moisture.
Yeah, don't let Minkus near that. It'll shine in 10 minutes. Needs a coat of paint. This is screaming 1970s.
It's
Five.
their same color they make today.
Yeah?
Yeah, that is the
That is the
Powermatic color.
Powermatic yellow.
Yeah.
They just decided
That's
to
how it's supposed
own that industrial paint color.
Yeah.
It'll rattle.
Because, no, as you
Oh, it
tighten,
screws into here.
the thing.
Okay.
Yeah.
It'll
It's
rattle.
meant to be loose so you can spin it.
The ones that we have now are just plugs, but we upgraded this.
Hey, it's got a little brush.
Yeah.
Yeah, so does ours.
Does it have a little brush up here?
Doesn't need one.
No, it needs two brushes.
It does not.
You have a metal brush here and a metal brush here, and then we get a high voltage
You don't-
power
you don't-
supply, and we have a bandsaw.
You don't put metal brushes on that, you'll chew up the rubber.
Bandsaw.
There's rubber there.
This is metal.
Is it really?
Yeah, it's phosphorbronze.
Wow.
Bandsaw.
It is. That is nice.
I know metal when I see it.
I can see
Bandsaw.
it.
how you're supposed to do electrostatic machining.
You could totally do electrostatic wood machining.
I'm not going to operate.
There'd be a little fire. But it'll work.
It's the Geek Group EDM machine.
This is a fantastic.
This is a significant upgrade, and it's better than anything you'd buy at like Home Depot by a long
Oh,
shot.
absolutely.
Yeah,
Well, and we priced out a similar thing new.
about $2,500 for a good one.
Yeah.
Oh, these bearings
To get
are-
into this level of quality, you're gonna spend about $2,500.
Well, to get a Powermatic of this size, we would spend more than that.
Yeah. So what'd this cost? $550, I think.
$550.
$550.
We were doing a fundraiser for $1,000. That's going to cover. We need a fence because this didn't come with one.
Yeah, we need
And
some.
some
We needed
blades
some.
and-
Yeah.
Going to get spare bearings.
Because we don't cook for wood. I have a feeling these will last a little longer in this setup.
They
Oh,
will.
that bearing is gum.
But there's a sort of thing that you want to have one in
See
stock.
this bearing? Chooch. This bearing? Doesn't
This
even
one
move.
doesn't usually move.
It doesn't move naturally.
Well, they don't usually move. The
It's-
bottom one does, but this one is usually tighter.
It's a bearing.
I understand that.
It's a bearing. It's a sealed ball bearing.
And I know what they look like when they melt.
It's a sealed ball bearing. You know what they feel
It's-
like.
And what they
melt.
feel like when they
It's
melt.
stupid 'cause there's big bearings up here,
Feel-
but the little
feel
annoying
this
skateboard. Yeah, I know. The skateboard bearings, because you can't. They're just cheap. That size is just cheap bearings all around. Which is why I was excited to see those were bigger.
Gotta
Yeah.
get some good fag bearings.
Get some
Actually, we're going to get bearing blocks.
cool, the cool blocks.
Blocks.
That's different.
Yeah, the blocks are better.
Yeah.
Okay.
They actually lubricate the blade.
Okay.
But these can.
Hey, Batman. It's a pilot light.
Yeah. What's the backup for when the bulb burns out?
It'll have 3 bulbs in each level. See? Also, there will be a light tree across the room. And when the safety system is armed, all the switches glow red.
Oh, okay. So that's
And if you push an e-stop, the light goes out.
I'm so
Not all the lights,
the light on
just
that.
the light on that switch. If the entire safety system is disarmed, all the lights go, so you know it's off. Right. Like if it's been
But you know which one was triggered.
But this one, there's 14 buttons for the
It's
e-stop
not bad.
system.
It's
So
only 7.
you need to have a visual indicator. Huh?
It's only 7.
Yeah, that's easy. That's up there with the shop vac. Yeah, that's cool. Ooh, Casey's doing stuff. You guys have fun. We're working on a big light. Chooching, sir. This is just where we watch and make sure we don't set the wood on fire?
Yeah, kinda. Also, I got out of the room so parts don't fly at me.
Always a good thing. We never had that happen before.
No. Not today either.
You're a little high.
It always starts clear. It's ramping down.
Oh, we're cutting. It's through! This is just a little thin sheet of sheet metal. I don't know if that tab worked.
Yeah, I'm not so sure it did. If it doesn't tab, then fine. We'll have a little bit of stuff to grind off the edge, but no big deal.
It's weird seeing that without the shoe on it.
Yeah, last time I cut steel with the shoe on, I melted the shoe.
Don't do that. That's bad. Yeah, you're cut.
Flying, so
Oh, we got that. You want to go get it?
it's not done yet.
It's not? It's not attached to the thing anymore.
There.
Now it's done? You feel better now? Yay! Beautiful work, sir.
Didn't work.
Yeah. So we just clean up the edge with a grinder real quick, and it's beautiful. What is that, aluminum?
No, it's steel.
Yeah?
Look at the chip.
Yeah, chips of steel. I wonder what it was in a former life.
I have no idea, but it had this little thing going on.
It'll do.
Oh, let's see.
Ooh, the whole lines up. It fits, it clears.
There we go.
Watch out,
That's
let's
better.
check it.
There we go.
It's beautiful. Now we just got to find a couple lights.
So there's a little bit of an orientation thing going on here, but
I'll clean up the edge and then we'll figure out how to, we can really just hook it down with, because I think the bottom opens. If this opens,
yeah.
we're set. Otherwise we got to screw it down.
This is bolted, but yeah, it looks like it opens.
We can probably just screw it down. We'll build the bottom half first, and then we'll build the top half. Snap it together. Make it happen. Cool. Good job, sir. Thank you. All right, time is 18:36 hours. Now, you won't really see much on this because there's nothing hooked up to it yet. But this will be, for the first time, we will have power. Stand by. We will have power to here. We will have 480 volt, 200 amp, 3-phase power into the high voltage line. All right, you ready? Yep. Throw the switch. If it goes well, we won't see or hear anything. Thank you, sir. All right, we have 200 amps, 40 volts, 3 phase to this room. We got a meter up here anywhere? I need a meter. We got to show the world what we did. There should not be blue flames on the pole. That's generally bad. Man, if I had a VOM in the high voltage line, I tell you, it's a hell of a place to have a VOM. What's that? My good friend. Yeah, that's it anyway. Yeah, I know some VOM, but I can't believe we don't actually have one just hanging out here. And now the power's on. We have power into this box. All the way into this box, there's power right now. It's very anticlimactic. It's just show, hey, power's on.
Where's that box?
Okay, so here's how it works. Right now at this moment, we have 40 volt power from consumers here. Okay, the electricians came and installed this and did all that. Okay, so everything fuses down as us. Fuses are 200 amp FRSR fuses. There are 200 amp fuses on the other end too. 100 bucks a piece.
Those are the expensive ones.
These are the expensive fuses. 100 bucks a piece, and you're gonna buy 6 of them today.
Oh, I know.
So you can see the wires out the bottom going to here, right? So in this box, we have that. This is the safety, happy, sunshiny switch. This takes 40 volts in and puts 40 volts out. The 40 out will come out over here to a big plug. We have to get a really big plug. We have to get a 480 volt, 3-phase, 200 amp plug and socket. Okay, so there'll be a socket here and a line plug. And the line plug will plug into there. This box out the bottom is a control circuit. And it'll work with this to a this is separate from that. But the main control circuit is really, really simple. It comes out of here into a power supply that goes into 14 buttons wired in series all the way around the room. You'll never be more than a few feet from a button if you're standing anywhere near the edge of the room. And there'll be other things interfaced to this as well, but the main thing is just the outer ring. Also, all the doors to the cage will have a switch on them. Can't use it. Tell me why. That is a sexy plug. Tell me why we can't use that.
is that too much power?
No, it's not too much. It's actually only 100 amps.
Oh, it is only 100.
What's the problem with it? Can you tell me?
40.
Huh?
It's got 4 contacts.
It's got 4 wires. It's 4 pole, 3 wire with ground.
40.
So it's 3 phase.
Why can't you use it?
Hold that part. Ready? Fine. It's fine. Now why can't we use it? Because that side's male. Male goes there. We'd have to have this hanging off of here. We just got to find the right one. Also, this one, if you look inside, it says 125/100A. Okay, now this says 480 VAC, so that tells me this is the right voltage. But inside, it's weird. But this is 40 volts, 3-phase, 100 amps, which would be excellent. But it's the wrong polarity.
See, how was I supposed to?
Now you know. You always go from the socket. So that's where it begins. That's today. There's power to the room. We're very happy. And I was going to meter that out. Where'd my meter go?
Hi.
Moose!
Oh, she set it down.
I was like, did she just walk off with a meter? Here, we'll take a reading just because we can. Volts AC. Can you read that?
Not very well.
Oh, also I included a little magnet in here so that we can hold the door open.
That's a great idea.
So our voltage right now, if you notice, there's this safety guard and there's little holes in it. The little holes are specifically so you can do this. We have 498 volts from X to Y. From X to Z, we have 495 volts. From Y to Z, we have 496 volts. From X to ground, we have 287 volts. From Y to ground, we have 287 volts. From Z to ground, we have 286 volts. So there you go. There's power to the box. Life is good. And the little magnet, because this door likes to close itself, so I took one of our amazing magnets and you just stick it to the door and it holds it open because it hooks onto the box. So the little magnet goes right there. Cool. Everything is good. Everything is ready to start working. And we have our little transformer here that I will install. That takes 480 and it outputs everything. This little transformer outputs the terminals. Well, the terminals down this side are 480, 460, 230, and 0. So we'll hook it up across these two. And down this side, there's 26, 24, 22, 0, 120, 110, 100, and 0. So we'll hook it up across here to get our power out for the pilot light, and across these two here, 0 and 24, for the control circuit. There's our PLC down in here is this, and I'll get a shot for you guys. There you can see up close. That's what we need for power. That's the module it has. It's a Micrologic 1500, Allen Bradley, and we've got an DC input and an AC/DC output. So there's the details on that. So what can we do with this? What are your thoughts? This will be all for the safety system. I'll just set you down in there. You'll be fine for the evening. Close that for safety. And that's off. So I'm happy. I'm very, very happy. I'll be back later. So it's game night. Now there's something you guys need to know. This afternoon, a marketer came in the front door trying to sell us some dumb thing. I don't know. We get sales dudes all the time. Huh?
A water softener?
I don't know. But some marketer dude came in and Jerry single-handedly handled him. And as I understand it, you sold him a membership.
He's definitely coming back.
No, he went home and bought it.
He went home and bought a membership.
Okay.
All right.
So, you sold a salesman. Okay. So, this is a standard thing that applies to any staff here. If a salesman comes in this building trying to sell us some stupid shit, If you spin them and sell the salesman and they buy a membership, they have to actually buy a membership and they have to do it that day.
That day?
You win $20.
Why not?
Good job, Jerry.
Yeah,
Also,
applause.
Jerry came to work on time today.
Yay!
That's 3 days in a row.
3 in a row, man, little
Four in a
victories.
row.
Okay, little victories, no X today. So, Jerry sold a salesman, you win $20. This goes for anybody if you do this.
Even if we're a volunteer?
Even if you're here, if you're a volunteer, if you're crew, if you're Geek Group crew, and you sell a salesman, you get $20, which is half of what they pay for their first month membership. So there you go. All right, you guys enjoy game night. I'm going to go edit a giant blog. By the way, today's blog was supposed to be sponsored entirely by Tom Mende. I think it's Mende is how you say it, M-E-N-D-E. Whose name has been written on my hand for like 3 days, and I keep forgetting to mention it in the blog. However, Tom, you don't get today, because today we hooked up the main power for the high voltage lab. The IRC bought a bandsaw in an emergency fundraiser because our bandsaw died. Today's IRC, or today's Captain's blog was entirely made possible by the Geek Group's IRC, who is a massive collection of awesome people who have been kicking ass on solving problems, getting involved, tangibly affecting day-to-day operations here at the Geek Group. So thank you, IRC. If you're not hanging out in the Geek Group IRC and you'd like, because there's a lot of people who watch this that are flung all over the planet, if you would like to have a more tangible involvement in the day-to-day, hanging out, seeing what's going on, check the links in the description of this video. It'll show you how to get to the live stream and how to access the IRC. You really should be doing this. It's quite awesome, and we have room for a few thousand more people in there. We would love to have you involved.
Hey, Chris.
You got what?
$5 going to the current fundraiser.
Yay!
See, that's how funding works. Hey, thank you! And it goes to Moose. Magic happens.
Hey, did you see what they're playing?
No?
Exploding Kittens.
What the hell is exploding? What?
It's like Uno, where you get to dip with other people.
Bikini Cat. That's what I've got there.
So I was
Bikini Cat.
informed that this was given to us by Eggman.
Oh, right, it goes in the discard. That goes in the discard. Ah!
Well, thank you, Eggman, you sick bastard. Wait, hang on, let me see what you got. What? This is... Zombie Cat?
It's oatmeal, right?
Shy Bladder Cat?
I'm wondering what that one was.
Cat Schrodinger?
You've read the oatmeal,
You
right?
might find my cards entertaining as well.
It's Cat's Schrodinger.
See the future? Drink an entire bottle of bald eagle tears? Another nope card. Oh, no, see that one's got tiger sex. Shuffle with a toilet werewolf. A butt tuba. You are all way too sober to be playing this game. That's all I'm saying.
That is true.
Really?
Yeah,
Someday, we're going to get you testicles! For the love of Christ! Because you're like a step away from, can I have a Zima? It's okay if you're gay, I can handle that. And I'm fine if you are like radiantly flaming gay. I'm totally okay with that. But you gotta pick one.
Alright.
Okay?
I'm sorry, Chris.
Just
I'm not,
be a man or be a man. Okay? Either one I am totally down with, but you gotta pick one. Because sitting on fences makes you a pain in the ass. You guys have fun. We'll be back tomorrow. That's today's Captain's blog. See ya.
It's light.
So, I collect radio tower lights, right? Because I climb radio towers. So, I have this light back here. And you can see. Hi. I need to interrupt your thing for a moment. Alright, so, this is a radio tower light, right?
Yep.
It's designed to keep airplanes from bumping into radio towers.
Yep.
We're going to use this in the high voltage lab as an indicator that the safety system is on and the power is on and the generator is on, right? So it's going to be used as a pilot light. Get it?
Do you want to kick?
I can't win on this! God!
Please tell me you want to kick the $5.
It's a pilot! Why? Cause airplanes! Cause... Ah! That's comedy. You don't know.